Oh, hello. Are you guys cleaning your devices more? Are you using alcohol wipes to wipe your devices, your car, anything that you've touched, your door handles, etc.? It's a great idea. Definitely use at least 60% isopropyl alcohol or higher. But do you also clean your device? So your Fire Stick, your Android boxes, your Nvidia Shield. And I'm not talking with a wipe. Do you actually clean it? Do you look after the storage and maintain apps, delete unwanted apps and the cache, etc.? Probably not. I delete the apps that I install, just the temporary files, but I often don't dig deep enough. So instead of just cleaning your devices, let's go inside of them. So the cleaner I'm going to show you today is a really simple one, really just a one click, and you can scan everything, see what you want to delete, then you can clean it really easily. This should work on any Android device, any Amazon Fire device as well. Sometimes you'll have your device performing poorly, crashes, just acting a bit strange, and that could be because your storage is just a bit too full. So another thing you should check is just to see how much storage you have free. If your device is almost full, it's going to start acting up. You're going to have problems with RAM management, etc. So this is a really easy app to install. I'll show you how to get this app installed as well on your device. First, I'm going to demonstrate it with you. So this one's called AVG Cleaner, and it's not a very big file. And like I said, it's really easy to use. So let's take a look at it first. It's going to go through a quick analyze. So here I have 73% use space, and free space is 1.3 gigs. So I did a clean already where I freed up a bit of space. Now I have over a gig, so I'm okay with that. It's running optimally. I don't think it'll have a problem with running any apps or crashes or just not optimum performance. It's going to be just fine with over a gig. That's a lot of space left over. But if you're running, 90+%, you might have problems with apps, buffering, etc. That's probably a leading cause of just having issues with your device, is it's just too full. And another thing you can do is actually go right down to memory. So just using your standard remote, you don't need a mouse toggle with this. So we click there. And here you can see what's running, and you can actually boost the RAM. So you can just kind of free up space. So here you can do that too, just to make it run optimally. So there we're going to boost it. So now we know that our device is running tip-top, as good as it should be. And now we can go quick clean. So let's see what it can find. So now it's checking for files. So now it's found a hidden cache, 672 megs. It's found some empty folders, and actually just purposely left a couple downloads there just to show you guys. So here, usually what I do manually is use something like ES File Explorer. Now I'm going to go into the device manually and just pick the files that I downloaded and just delete those temporary files just to free up the space in case I've forgotten with Downloader app or anything else. If it's forgotten, then it's just going to sit there and take up space. So this is what I do manually, probably once a week, just kind of go through there, maybe a little bit more often than that, and just clean up files manually. But this does a better job, I think, because it digs a bit deeper than that and it can free up more space for you. So here, these are the ones that I would normally clean up anyway. So I'm going to click those as well. So that gives me an extra 28 megs of free space. And the hidden cache, at least for an Amazon Fire TV or Fire Stick, I think it's just not optimized for the Amazon Fire devices, so I can't access that. So I'll show you. So what that included, it would give me an extra 700 megs, which I won't get, but I'll show you. So now if I do finish cleaning, at least it's going to clean up all the other residual files too. Okay, so here it just gives a caution of just double checking, making sure those are the correct files that you want to delete, just to be safe. So I know those are the ones that I'm looking for deleting. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to go to proceed. Now this is where it asks for a deep clean. We need your permission to clean 672 megs more of junk files. It is entirely safe. So now if you do enable, this is just on an Amazon Fire device. You could definitely try on a phone, on a tablet, on an Android box, Nvidia Shield, and just see what you get. This is just the results that I'm getting for this one. So I do enable. And then we are sorry, operation cannot be finished on this device. And I've already gone into settings, into the app, and enabled all the permissions that I can for the app. So I know it's something a bit deeper than that. So probably just not optimized for this device. But still, we can free up some space. So I can do finish cleaning. So I freed up 28 megs of the residual files that I had left there that I just may have forgotten about. So I freed up even more space, even though I did a clean before and already freed up some space. So sometimes you can get half a gig of free space just by doing this. So definitely it's a really nice thing to do, a nice thing just to maintain. You know, at least do it once a week if you're constantly downloading files, installing updates, etc. Sometimes you may have missed just the cache files or temporary install files that are sitting there and just taking up that space. So definitely it's a nice app to have. Let me show you how to get this installed in your device. I'm going to demonstrate from my Amazon Fire TV. So I'm going to press the home button. I'm just going to delete it. So I'm going to uninstall and just do a fresh install. And because on my Fire TV is looking a little bit stretched out, the app, sometimes I get that with an app that might be more optimized for a mobile device or portrait mode. You want to force it to go in landscape. So I was using Set Orientation, which is also on my file link or my website, which I'll show you. So there I just went in. Very simple app. You just click and pick what you like. So I just went to landscape, then OK. That's not going to mess up any other apps, or if it does look funny with a different app, you can then just turn it off or disable it. It's really a nice thing to have just for certain apps. So that's Set Orientation. So now I'm going to demonstrate from the home screen. So let's say you set up your device for the first time, you haven't downloaded anything before. After you're registering on your Amazon Fire device, this is what you want to do next. You want to go right over to the settings. Then go down just over here to Device and Software. Yours might be called My Fire Stick, My Fire TV. It's right beside Accessibility. Then you're just looking for Developer Options, and you want to make sure that Apps from Unknown Sources are on. So it'll give you this warning. That's okay, you can turn it on. Now you just have to do once and it's all set. So now if we go back, and if you're looking for permissions, if you aren't sure that you enabled something for an app, you can actually go right here too. So under Applications, just one way to check is go to Manage Installed Applications. And here, so let's say you want to check an app like MediaBox. If you're streaming or you might be downloading with the app, then you click it, then just do Permissions. Then it gives you the ones that you have allowed or that you can change. So I can change my location. I could do that for allow, but my storage is allowed, which you'll need to do just to make the app work. Whether you want to do location or not is up to you. I always suggest for any streaming app to use a VPN. I suggest IPVanish. So you can download it right from the Amazon App Store. You can use it on a PC, iOS device, Android device, basically anything. And you can use 10 devices at once. And I have special pricing in the description of the video, or you can click on my website on the link. But it's right now, until the end of the month, it's only a few days left. It's 73% off, or as low as $3.25 a month. So this will keep you private from your internet service provider, that is, keep you protected, and just keep you hidden. And that's what you want to do right now, is just stay hidden, stay safe, just keep yourself protected. Especially in some countries or certain ISPs, they can throttle you or just cut your streaming down, where you find that everything's buffering or some apps are buffering. That could be a reason why. So definitely a VPN is recommended. And I suggest IPVanish. Really good pricing, a few days left, so you can definitely take advantage of it. So now next up we're going to do is get the Downloader app. So we're going to go right from the home screen to the magnifying glass, and we're just going to start typing in down. And it should populate here, so Downloader is what we're looking for. And we're going to download and install that one. Once you have it installed, you can go into the app. And the only thing you need to change here is here under Settings. Just make sure that Enable JavaScript is checked in case you use my website, which is kpfiretv.com. You can use the website or my file link to download apps and install them. I'm just going to show you the file link today. It's your choice. Either one works, and they both have a ton of apps. Now we're simply going to go up to Home and get the file linked app. So now right there, we just click, and we're just going to put in get.filelink.com. Okay, so once you have get.filelink.com, you can press go. It's going to download it right to your device. So it's about 11.1 megs. And this is going to come up to install, so we can go right here, just to install. That'll just take a few seconds. Okay, and once the app is installed, we can press done. And now this is important, or you can use the AVG cleaner to take care of this, but we just want to delete that temporary file just so it's not taking up space. So now it's our chance to actually delete it, so we can click delete. One more time, delete. And now we're all done. We can press the home button. Now we're just looking for the app, which is on the second row. Your apps and games, and you just go right across, and it should just like this. So now I can show you with my code and my PIN how to access my store. and then I can show you where the set orientation is as well as the AVG app. So now we can go into the app, file linked, and then my code, so you just click right there, is 767-05196. So once you have that, we can go down to next and then continue. And it's going to ask you for a PIN. You can put in 3223. That's my PIN for accessing the store. So again, special pricing. Click on the description for IPVanish. We can click dismiss for now. And I try to update this on my website daily, so you can check it for apps daily if you like. There's always new stuff or new updates. So now we're just going to go down. So right here under development, that's where we're going to find the two apps. So AVG Cleaner, we just click right there to download. Okay, so once it's done downloading, it's going to turn into a play button. Now we just click the enter button. Now we can install it. Okay, so now that it's done installing, we can press done. Now we're done with AVG Cleaner. And now if you need set orientation, we can just go down. It's just alphabetical, so we're just looking for the S. So then same thing, you click right there, you can download and install it. And simple as that. So now that we're done with the app, we can just press the back button. And here we can say yes. And then again. And now under the second row, your apps and games, you should see it right at the end. So there's the cleaner, we can go into it. So here we're just going to go to get started, just using the standard remote. So it's going to update the database. Almost ready. Okay, and it's going to do initial scan. So 72% used, 1.3 free. We just click start here. Now it's going to say grant permissions. It may not in your device. If it doesn't, that's okay. Okay, so once you click enter, you'll see it's a little bit cut off here, but we're just going to say allow. So we're just going to press enter. And if it goes out of the app, you just go right back into it. Okay, and just press back and enter a few times, and then you'll see this where you just click start, and then back button again. Then it'll say you can access this tutorial from the menu right here. So if you like the app, if you like the video, you can please press the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And you can also check out my social media, which is Instagram and Twitter. Stay tuned for more apps this week. I'll have some more product reviews and more IPTV services, so stay tuned for that. As well as my usual regular scheduled videos, so stay tuned. And as always, stay safe, disinfect, we'll get through this, stay positive, keep busy, be kind to one another, and be kind from a distance. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.